Everybody's talking about this Witcher 4 tech demo and how incredibly amazing it looks, and I'm sure it looks absolutely stunning. But people forget this is not Witcher 4 the game. This is Witcher 4 the Unreal Engine tech demo. But keep that in mind. This is not what your game will look like. Even if it could look like this, most people will not be able to run their game like this. And also, even if it does look like this, it's not going to be well optimized. It's going to be buggy and broken. And don't act like it's not. People are out there like, nuh-uh, this game's going to be amazing. 10 out of 10, no problems at all. But with Cyberpunk and Witcher 3's track record, this one's not looking so hot. And the way the new Cyberpunk's sounding, also not sounding so hot. It sounds like they got a Cyberpunk 2077 problem on their hands with a new Cyberpunk. Anyway, that's not about Cyberpunk. This is about Witcher 4 tech demo. Let's go. Fucking every time with this weird purple color. It's everywhere in all these games. I'm sick of it. And there's the teal. Every fucking time. Okay, not actual gameplay. Not actual gameplay, people. Technical presentation.
Sleep, is he? The plowing plonker.
Of course, the Middle Eastern guys speak British. It's what they want.
Break me pearlies on this blasted pit-ridden tract. With his feet on dry road. Aye, the devil's out there! Just running from!
No, me gold! Well, there goes that guy. What's the enemy in this game? No, me gold! What? Is that supposed to be gold because it flew out like it was paper? The facial animations are a little bit weird. This looks really good. The Unreal Engine looks really good for if you're making a movie. I don't think they really got the physics for the coins down. Yeah, they seem kind of weightless.
Salt. Almost had me fooled, Fruin.
Her model looks really good. Yeah. It looks really good. I didn't realize there was going to be a stage and people. I thought this was just going to be a video the whole time. Like a flat video. I didn't know that this was going to be a stage. Okay. Let's see what a bunch of these idiots have to say. I call them idiots. As a term of endearment. I'm not trying to insult them. I just call people that.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, and welcome to the State of Unreal at Unreal Fest Orlando. We're here to show you what's next with Unreal Engine and so much more. We are thrilled that you're able to join us. Thank you. But first things first, I'm here with Sebastian and Kitek from CD Projekt Red. We have a lot to talk about. Hey, guys.
They look like straight white dudes.
Hey. Thank you, Wyatt. Thank you, Wyatt, and hello, everyone. With The Witcher 4, we're stepping things up. And to do that, we needed the right partner. One that truly understands that great open-world games are all about art and technology coming together.
Yeah, and look, our goals are completely aligned here. And around...
Yeah, 100% they totally are. And those goals? Wokeism! Pushing the agenda! Modern audience!
On the launch of UE5, your awesome team at CD Projekt Red announced a collaboration to make open-world development in Unreal even better. And it's an opportunity, we just couldn't pass it up. So we've been working on a technical demo together to achieve just that. I think we should take a look at it. You guys ready?
Born ready. Kitek is going to play the build for us.
Sure, let's do it.
I don't like events like this where they act like that they're, having a conversation with each other on stage, like they're gonna be casually showing us this stuff. Like they haven't rehearsed this over and over again. They sound like they've been rehearsing it when they speak to each other. Like they're hitting beats.
This is a technological showcase set in the world of The Witcher 4.
It looks like it's AI generated. I don't know if it's because of my monitor or what. It looks like everything in the background is fake and everything in the foreground compared to the background is too real.
What you just saw and are going to see now is running on a standard PlayStation 5 at 60 FPS with ray tracing. So in the game, you'll be playing as Ciri, a professional monster slayer, a witcher. She explores the world and hunts down monsters for coin.
I just can't get over the fact that it looks like Unreal Engine. It looks like it's trying to be better than real life, and I get it. It's beautiful. Real life is beautiful. But I'm tired of every game looking like this. Every game trying to be the most realistic looking game, and it makes everything look the same.
The region we are in is called Kovir, and you'll get to explore it in a game. Right now, Ciri is investigating a monster, and after gathering new clues, she is heading back to a nearby village.
It looks like Oblivion Remastered. It really does. They all look the fucking same.
All right, everyone, meet Kelpie.
I think that somebody should make a video. I'm not gonna do it because it sounds like a lot of work. Is this Witcher 4 or is this Oblivion Remastered?
Let weeds be weeds, Kelpie.
So just like Geralt and Roach, Ciri has her own loyal companion.
We return to town.
These two characters need to feel like one. Since you're gonna explore the world on horseback, riding needs to feel seamless, natural, and just fun.
Yeah, and to support that, we're introducing multi-character motion matching in Unreal. So Ciri and Kelpie, they're perfectly synchronized when mounting from any angle and speed. And we also support root motion movement on Kelpie, so controlling her feels realistic and grounded. And there are also some really nice improvements to our Unreal Chaos Flesh Solver and these machine-learned deformations, so you've got realistic muscles moving and stretching.
I like how modern games, when you, the player character, or the thing you were riding, when it's walking, its feet don't slide on the ground anymore. It's like it actually plants on the ground in a lot of games. And I appreciate that.
Under Kelpie's skin without compromising the performance there.
Would you actually design muscles on the horse? That's kind of weird.
Let's leave Ciri behind for a second and talk about the world itself. So much of the Witcher world is natural, organic, especially Kovir with its dense forest
Naturally and organically generated by AI.
and wild nature.
Yeah, and wild nature is hard. And with nanite geometry, we've freed artists from so many of their old
I can tell that it's nanite geometry. I'm seeing like the breakage of the pixels in the background.
constraints. But we don't want to rest until everything we do in Unreal has that same spirit of freedom. There's always more work to do. And foliage is a huge piece of that puzzle.
This game looks like it's going to be terribly optimized when it comes out. There's a lot going on.
So we are excited to introduce nanite foliage.
Yeah, I could tell. It's got that weird buzzy look.
And in order to achieve gorgeous foliage density everywhere, while still being memory efficient, fast
And I'm even seeing some pullback in the video, because I'm watching this in 60 FPS.
to render, we believe that a new idea was needed. So instead of the same card approach we've been using for the past 20 years, artists should be free to take a nanite approach to foliage, modeling every single leaf and pine needle.
It looks like it's generating as we're looking at it.
And the old LOD tricks of the past, they needed a complete rethink. And in their place, it's a new adaptive voxel representation in nanite. It's volumetric, it's fully 3D, it is super fast to render. And these dense clusters of triangles turn into these cubes, which at a distance, they're no larger than a pixel, and they react to the changing light of our dynamic sun and our shadows, and they allow artists to render
Yeah, it looks really good from a distant distance. But when it's kind of in the distance, you can really tell, because everything starts to break apart. And when we actually run this on our machines, we'll really be able to tell then.
whatever amount of foliage is needed to achieve their vision without compromise.
And no compromise means how ambitious we are when it comes to bringing our vision to life with incredible visuals. But more than that, together with Epic, we created faster way to load the world. We can now bring in more content more quickly for the smoothest possible experience as we fly down to catch up with Siri.
I'm noticing a lot of pop-in blur in some areas. Like, pop-in doesn't happen the same that it used to, where you walk up and an item comes out of nowhere that wasn't there before. Now it, like, blurs in and then tries to sneak up on you and not be so like, pow! There's an item there. It's gonna be like, wow, there's an item here. And it looks like shit. To be clear, this looks incredible. It's just I can imagine when I'm playing this what it's actually gonna look like and be like.
Welcome to Valdrest. So Valdrest is a port town, a hub for fishing, trade, and mining.
This is where the frames are really gonna drop. When there's lots of colors and people and like, hold up. What's with the colors of those houses? It's fucking weird. It doesn't fit. It doesn't match. It doesn't match the vibe of the world.
It's one of those places where you can meet shady characters or overhear gossip from other lands. It's also where Ciri took on her current contract.
This looks like a bowed city. What the hell? There's all these weird teals and blues.
High-tech, let's leave Kelpie here and explore the marketplace and food. I'm so excited we can finally show you some of this stuff. Let's see what Valdrest has to offer.
They puked these colors everywhere. I don't like it. It looks wrong.
Not her again. Not even at the Land Exeter Fair! Now, 9 cases while I present him with a fish. For the furry rascal will often wait, and the fair's wait.
This looks like Fable. I bet Fable will look like this too. I bet it will be playing a game. Witcher 4 or the new Fable. Dude, the teals everywhere. They just shit them everywhere.
Guys, notice how responsive the world is. Character actions directly affect what happens around you, sometimes even setting off chain reactions. Everything is working together.
You see the way that guy just kind of skipped ahead?
Oh, look at this poor gentleman being taught how to fly by an angry innkeeper. That's what happens when you cheat at Gwent.
Last of it, is it?
I don't like these colors.
Okay, so this is the guy who gave the series Quest his own. Like you probably suspect, he has his own agenda in all of this.
I think the colors look too good, too pretty, compared to the ugliness of all the other colors. I say ugliness, not saying that they're bad looking. I'm saying that, you know, broken, dirty, and these colors just don't fit. They look like an afterthought.
Again, Wilfred. Get your ass up.
A typical day's toil.
Who in? Ah, Witcheress. What news of my wagons? No eternity is taking that damn salt to arrive.
I found them. And, well, suffice to say, they'll not reach you. As for the salt, I found not one speck. I presume this comes as no surprise to you.
Ciri's acting is just not. I'm just not.
Now. Kavir's smuggling trade is of no concern to me.
Shush, shush, shush.
The manticore that flattened your cart and devoured your men. Quite the opposite.
Manticore? No, them wings.
I'm just not feeling Ciri's character. Not nearly in the same way I was feeling with Geralt. His voice alone was just like grinding my soul.
Hellspawn dwell in the arse end of Creighton. Not here.
While Ciri decides what to do about that merchant, let's take a look at the character technology that powers this marketplace. Why don't we listen in on these fishmongers? They're selling their wares, chatting up customers.
Morning, catch fishes. Won't find none fresher.
Dude, there's like so much pop-in that I'm noticing just in little places everywhere. And it's like that blur-in pop-in. Some of it's straight up pop-in.
Ladies after one of them. Get this cleaned and gutted for you. You mind, dearest? Into seeing something more. Got mackerel cod, all Braxton's finest.
And there is tons of tech at play here, even in a simple market stall. Metahuman tools, improved Unreal Smart Objects, Chaos Cloth, and more.
Yeah, and all of this exists to make sure that the gap in quality between Ciri and NPCs is as small as possible.
Yeah, and closing that gap, it's not just about fidelity, right, but also authenticity. They should react to changes in the world around them.
But the prisoner in Pillory isn't exciting enough for Valdrest.
That's exactly how you're gonna see characters pop in and out. They're gonna like be that invisible. That's what the pop in is doing in this game, where stuff is like blurring in, like it was invisible and then is slowly not invisible anymore.
Let's grab everyone's attention with a circus. But the great performance deserves a huge crowd though. Let's crank it up.
So you are seeing tons of optimizations here to many of Unreal systems, including an entirely new Unreal animation framework, allowing us to fit easily in our 60 FPS budget, not just in rendering, but also with room to spare on the game thread.
Yeah, this isn't going to be 60 FPS right here. There's going to be all kinds of crazy workarounds to make this 60 FPS, but it's going to be shit using AI most likely.
Over 300 animated skeletal mesh agents all going about their business. And the whole point is to leave breathing room for developers like you to introduce the gameplay and the systems that your players expect, empowering you to make your worlds come to life without Unreal standing in your way.
You are right. That's the open world RPG that we're making. But before we wrap up, how about one final check-in with Ciri?
Bro, it's just like the saturation of the colors, man. They're just putting me off so hard.
We are making this game to be the most immersive and ambitious open world Witcher game ever.
Now we're back to Oblivion Remastered.
We are making this a reality thanks to our work on Unreal with the team at Epic. I think what we are doing together is going to bring in a new generation of open-world RPGs, and I'm so proud of what we accomplished so far.
We are too.
Yeah, this game just looks like, or this tech demo, rather, just looks like Oblivion Remastered whenever you're out in nature, and it looks like Avowed whenever you're in the town.
So we're almost done, but before we go, here's a small gift for all Witcher fans.
I will give it that at least the town is alive and people are doing things.
A first look at Lanexeter.
This is gonna have the same problem with the oversaturation of the colors.
Onward, Kelby. We what?
Went from purple to teal. Damn it. Was that all of it? Was that the whole thing? Yep, that was it. Well, I think it looks incredible. If you could actually get a game to look like that and it actually run well and not be weird and blurry and like seeing the nanite particles of everything. That was pretty much the reason why I refunded Oblivion Remastered, is because it just wasn't optimized correctly, didn't quite look right, and they censored things that didn't need to be censored. I'm probably not gonna buy The Witcher 4. It just, like, it looks boring. And honestly, I got The Witcher 3. It bored me. Witcher 2, it bored me. I'm bored with the Witcher games. I love them, but I didn't finish Witcher 3 because I got bored. I've probably played about 120 hours of it, though. I will totally buy Witcher 4 when it's on sale, with all the DLC for like $10 in a few years. But this Witcher 4 tech demo really just looked like Oblivion Remastered in some areas and Avowed in other areas, because it uses the Unreal Engine. And everybody uses the Unreal Engine. I bet there are going to be places in this game that look indistinguishable from places that are in Borderlands 4. Places that are in Silent Hill F. Because everything is using the same tools. Everybody's using the same tools from Unreal Engine. That makes everything easier, but look the same, and feel the same, and run the same. I'm tired of Unreal Engine. They should have stuck with Red Engine. They were doing some cool stuff with that, man. That's all I got for this one. I'm out.